नमस्कार। कल्चर मैटर्स विद कैलाश में आप सभी का स्वागत है। We are going to talk about one of the rarest things, that is the jewelry of Nizams of Hyderabad, and how they are preserved, how the rare jewelry of Nizams were exhibited, and what are their significance and the historicity of their collections. The successive rulers of, the Nizam's dynasty, the entire Deccan range, how they collected, what were the purposes, and everything that we are going to discuss. And our speaker is Dr. Sanjib Kumar Singh. He is a prominent archaeologist and visualist. He belongs to the first batch of Institute of Archaeology of the Archaeological Survey of India, New Delhi. Dr. Singh obtained his routine and highly professional and academic education from Bhagalpur University, Patna University, Jamia Millia Islamia University, National Museum, National Folk Museum of Korea, that is South Korea, V&A London, that is United Kingdom, Bharati Vidya Bhavan, New Delhi, Sukamyon Women University, Seoul, that is again South Korea, Institute of Book Publishing, New Delhi, to name a few. He has authored numerous books, contributed research and illustrated articles for journals, and there are so many things about him. The best thing that qualifies him to be the speaker of today's lecture is his deep association with the rare, jewelry collections of Nizams as the curator of National Museum. And when the Nizam's jewelry were exhibited, he was the curator. He was the one who took the lead and explained everything. He designed the things, he designed the placement, and he did everything. So we thought he would be the right person to talk about it from the core of his art, from the technical point of view, from the educational point of view, from the academic contour. So thank you, sir, so very much again for accepting our request to give this very meaningful lecture demonstration on the jewelry of Nizams. The title that you have suggested, Beauty of Indian Jewelry, Nizam's collection. So there was a little confusion of the timing. This was a severe clerical mistake, blunder. We generally organize our program at 2 o'clock. So in my writing, it was 2 o'clock, and on the poster, it was 6 o'clock. So this confusion, I'm extremely sorry for this confusion. And as a moderator, I accept this, blunder. I shoulder this responsibility that this blunder happened because of my stupidity. Please excuse me. Sir, it is now your thing to do.
Thank you. Dhanyavad, Kailash ji. It is an opportunity for me that I am on your platform, which is known for the intellectual platform, academic platform, where you discuss, where the scholars are coming and discussing the things seriously on the macro subject and macro subject. This evening we are here with a goal, with a sole purpose to introduce a part which is a necessary part of the human life, that is a jewelry. We call it in Hindi or Sanskrit abhushan. Abhushan means jewelry, jewelry means abhushan. So you have to the adornment you have to do when you beautify yourself. That is how you do that. That is one part is abhushan. We have the concept of solar singar, and here we have if solar singar is there, then we have the mention in our text, in our literature, and we are living with that. That is barah abharan. Abharan means again it is a abhushan. So we have the references right from the beginning. That is the Rigved period, and we have the two part, literary as well as the archaeological part. Then I will come to the point on the Nizam collection. So we purposefully we have decided, we have parted our lecture in two part. That is the beauty of Indian jewelry. Then the second part is the grandeur of the Nizam collection. So this is the how we are moving this evening with the subject. So it is said, tasmat smatrana dusitani matani tanya vettu shodhitani पूर्व प्रतिस्थापित योजनासु मूल प्रतिष्ठा फल मामंते अभिनव गुप्त अभिनव भारती. So Abhinav Gupta of the early medieval period, he describes कि nothing is new, everything was there. What you are explaining, what was propounded before, only thing is that you are forwarding it to further generation or further group or further individual or groups. So with this art's work, that is ideal connotation with we are moving with कि तस्मात् मात्र दूषानि मतानि तान्येते शोधितानि पूर्व प्रतिस्थापितः योजनासु मूल प्रतिष्ठा फल मामन्ति. If you, I will forward the what is propounded, what is established earlier, that too will give you the yes and kirti. So with this we are moving. And also Srimad Bhagavat says, Tadev Ramyang Ruchirang Navang Navang Tadev Shaswanavaso Mahotsavam Tadev Sokarnavashno Nasang Nirnang Yaduttamat Slok Yasho Nu Giyatang. What is important? That everything new. If you have anything new in your mind, you are facing the new things, you are exploring the new things, you are making new things, then every time Tadev Ramyang, and it is a Bhagavad says that every time you are new. So every time whatever you are discussing, you are delivering, you are living, everything is new, every moment is new. That is what exactly we say, and that is what we have in our text. And also very popularly it is said, Rigved says, Yom Gabo Med Yatha Krishchad Asairan Krinatha Supratikam. Means anything can be beautified if with the support of certain elements, that is a singar and avaran. So what exactly you have the doctrine in the Rigved. Furthermore, Ang Ujjwal Nilmani Kavyamala said, Ang Pratyanga Kanang Yang Sannavesho Yathochitam Susilista Sandhi Bandha Shanat Sondarya Mitiyate. Further, Mahakavi Bhas says, स्वभाव रमणीयानि मंडितानि अति रमणीयानि भवन्ति. माघ से छने छने यन्नवता मुपयति तदेव रूपं रमणीयतायाः. It is again the great Magh says, the Kavi poet of the early period. Further, in Balkand Ramayana, the thousands years before hello, hello, hello. So Ramayana says, सर्वे नाराश्च नार्यश्च धर्मशीलासु संजिता मुदिता शीलवृताभ्यां महापर्ययिवामलाः न कुंडली नाम कुटी न साग्रवी नल भोगवान नामृष्टो नलिप्तांगो न सुगंधश्च विद्यते. The people of Ajodhya was Sarve Narascha Naryascha Dharmasila So Sanjita. Everybody was righteous and God loving people and loving the
सर आपका माइक बंद हो गया, माइक माने आपका चेहरा बंद हो गया, उसको खोल लीजिए सर.
अब आ रहा है?
हाँ हाँ हाँ, अब ठीक है, बोलिए
ठीक,
बोलिए।
मैं फिर से बोल। सर्वे
नहीं वो
नारस्य नार्य।
आवाज आया था सर, वो आया था, आप बोलिए, वो आ गया था, आप बोलिए, आप
आ
आगे
गया?
बोलिए। जी जी।
अच्छा ठीक है। हाँ ठीक है, रामायण में ऐसा कहा गया है। सो रामायण, रामायण डिस्क्राइब्स, रामायण मीन्स नॉट रामचरितमानस, रामायण मीन्स वाल्मीकि रामायण व्हिच इज composed in thousands years, thousands, 1000 BCE. So further, Mahabharata explains when Arjun as a eunuch approach Virat, King Virat at Virat Nagar, he says, what is your specialty? What job you can take in the court? So Arjun introduced herself, that time herself, because he is a eunuch that time. Eunuch. He is a eunuch that time. So he says, वेणी प्रक्रियं रुचुरे च कुंडले तथा सज्र प्रवसनानि संघरे स्नानं च चदयं विस्मृते च दर्पणः विशेष केशव्य च कौशलं मम शिक्षा प्रवनशिव च भोग्यता मम करोमि वेनेषु च पुष्पूर्णं नमे स्त्रिया कर्माणि कौशलाधिका. I am the person who can adorn and teach your people, and particularly the royal ladies. What we can do, I can do I can adorn themselves with the singar and the avaranas. So this is what Mahabharata explains. So I am giving you the background of this our literary sources. So with that background, also we are moving to the Bath Science Kam Sutra, which says Bahubhushanam, the Bahubhushanam Vivid Kusmanu Lepanam Vividanga Raga Shamujjalpang Vasang Yatya Bhiga Miko Vesah. Bahubhushanam. Bhushan means abhushan, jewellery. Bahubhushan Vivid Kusmanulepanam. So if you are pouring and applying the kusum lepans, lepan means applying, and you have the Bahubhushan, you will be seen very nice, attractive, and very composed. So the personality, your personality will come up like a bloomed flower. So it is further Meghdootam says कच धार्य देह धार्य परिधेयं विलेपनम चतुर्धा भूषण प्राहु स्त्री नाम धान्य च देशिकम. So it also says chaturtha bhushan. So again there is a reference of the wearing the jewelry bhushan. So furthermore again it says it is mentioned in text that there every part of the body what kind of jewelry they will own, so that is also described in our text. Furthermore Ramcharitmanas says bhushan sakal sudesh suhaye अंग अंग रची सखी सखी बंद्री brind बनाए. It is the goddess Ma Lakshmi Sita. When the Ram is coming and he Ram torn the dhanush, the bow. So and it was definite that he is going to marry Sita. So it is said in Ramcharitmanas, Bhushan Sakala Sudesh Suhai. Pure, so whole body, the entire body is adorned with and beautified with or poured with the bhushanas, that is abhushan. So it is again you have the mentioning of the abhushan. So I am giving you very little. And Jaisi says in Padmavat, Bara Abharan ahe bakhane ta pahire barho aswane. Bara Avaran. I have said you the solo singar and the Bara Avaran is the life of fundamental fundamental of the beautification of the body, be it the woman or be it the man. So it is described long ago. It is not described in one day or so. We are living in that. I am giving you only this within 2-3 minutes. I will sum up with the literary source. Then I will come to the enter into the archaeological and the material findings. So then again Bihari Ratnakar says in Bihari, पहरी न भूषण कनक के नहीं आबत इति रे दर्पण के सो मोर्चे देह दिखाई देत, पहरी ना भूषण कनक के. Kanak means sona, the gold. The what kind of abhushan the heroine is wearing? That is kanak. That is kanak. That is gold. She is wearing the ornament of the gold. That is jewelry of the gold, made out of the gold. So this is what exactly. And what he says कि दर्पण के से मोर्चे दे दिखाई देत. So so bright and beautiful. So it is like a darpan. It is like a mirror. And furthermore, so it is described in the text, and text says that further text further says, I will give I have mentioned in my book, which is published by the National Museum. This is the Sola Singar. Somehow I have mentioned. So I will read out for one two stanza, and that is relevant for this evening, so that you have a background. My audience, those who are joined us, so they we can understand that what is the background of the jewelry and the importance of jewelry in our life, and how we lived with the jewelry. We cannot think about any ceremony without the jewelry or the ornament. So this is the what the lifestyle of the Indian subcontinent. It is not in only India. It is divided in many. So Indian subcontinent. It is, though it is important in everywhere. So if you go to Europe, if you don't pour the ring, you will not get that is called engagement. So your ring is important if you going to marry. Similarly, we have many things in our subcontinent, and the old days. So goes back to 7,000, 8,000 years back. Indus Saraswati civilization, which the new date has come 7,800 BCE. Before that, even we have the Paleolithic era, where we have the ornaments, we have the akhetkas, we are wearing the different kind of the ornaments, which is visible in the rock paintings. So I will not going on that, because that the dimension of this lecture will differ. But is this time I am giving you just few lines. बेनी गूंध मांगत मोतन की शीस फूल सिर धारती, गोरे भाल बिंदु सिंदूर पर टीका, धरियो जराओ बंद चंद पर रवि तरागन मानी उदित सुभाव, सुभग श्रवण तरिवन भूषित यही उपमा नहीं पार, मनहु काम विधि फंद बनाए कारण नंद कुमार, नास नाथ नासा नथ मुक्ता के भरिय रहियों अधर तट जाए, दंगिम कन सुकलेत बन्यो तही कनक फंद रहियो आए. So I am giving you that very fantastic descriptions are there. दमकत दसन अरुण अधरने तिर चिबुक डिठौना भ्राजत, दुलरी अरुण तिलरी मन तातर सुभग हमेल बिराजत, कूच कंच की हार मोतनी मोती की हार. So the हार मोतनी की भुज बंद सोहत, डरानी चूड़ी करानी फुंदना बने, कंज पास अली जोहत, क्षुद्र घंटिका कटी लहंगा रंग, तन मुख की सारी, सूर ग्वाली दधी बेचन निकरी, पग पग नुपुर धरी भारी, एक हार मोही कहाँ दिखावती, नख सिख लो अंग अंग निराहु, यह सब कतही दुरावती, मोतिन जलई जराई कोटी को, करण फूल नक वेसरी, कंठ श्री दुलरी. It is a description of the jewelry, how the heroine is wearing. So नक सिख लो अंग अंग निराहु, ये सब कतही दुरावती, मोतन माल जराई कोटी को, करण फूल नक बेसरी, कंठ श्री दुलरी तिलड़ी तर, और हार एक नौसारी, सुभग हुमेल कटाओ की, अंगिया नगन जरित की चौकी, बहुटा कर कंकन बाजू बंद एते पर है तौकी, क्षुद्र घंटिका पग नुपुर जेहरी, बिछिया सब लेको, सहज अंग शोभा सब न्यारी, कहत सूर्य देखो. Yes, it is described by Surdas. So he has described the entire body of the heroine, and you know that who is the heroine of the Surdas. Who is who is a hero and heroine of the Surdas? Krishna and Radha. And he is describing, Surdas is describing that beautification of the about the Radha, who is wearing the ornaments on everything. If you have the tika, you have the kanful, you have the nose rings, you have the trivali, duivali, trivali, and no vali. You strings of the nine gems in your the breast. Then you have the karganis, you have that taviz, you have the locket. So everything is described here, so you have the vivid description of that. So you can if you find good chance, so you can also it's a National Museum publication, Bharatiya Kala Mein 16 Singar. So it is that we have mentioned it. Many people has worked in that. And when we are confining that what kind of abhushana, that is a jewelry or ornament, have been mentioned in our text. So it is vividly I am giving you a description case में the in here tilak mani jatitika mang में, that is where you have the, you divide your hairs in two part. So mang में moti, कंबरी, कुसुम, कर्ण में इस ईयर ऑर्नामेंट इज मन जटित कुंडल, तांटक, झुमका, खुम्बी, कर्णफूल, खुटिला, करणफूल, सुतलाओ, नासिका, नासिका means nose, you have the kesari, nath and mukta. Then you have the griva, तो हमन्य, नौसरिहार, मुक्तावली, दूलरी, तीलरी, कंठश्री, मुक्ताहार, नग जाटा, नग जाका, nag jatit chok, chok means you have the pendant. Then kati means waist, here waist, you have the kinkani, chudra ghantika, pair, sword, in the leg you have the swarnopur, panjani, bichia, chudi, kankan, gazdanti, chuda, bajuband, bahung, pahuchi, swर्ण balay, tar. Then you have the finger, you have the mudri and mudrika. Then bhushan sakal sudesh suhayo, ang rachi sakhi brind banayo. It is mentioned in the it is mentioned in our text. So we have the beautiful description about jewelry in our classical text. So if we will run if we will go through that, then we have the archaeological part. We have the archaeological remains, material findings. The findings is the first, the one of the four oldest civilization of the world is Indus Saraswati civilization, popularly known as Indus Saraswati Indus Valley civilization or Harappan civilization. If you are living in Delhi or any part of world, so if you go to the if you visit the Indus Gallery or Indus section of any museum, then you will find the beautification, the ornamentation, and the use of jewelry in their day-to-day life. So with that background, if we enter into that, so we have the, it is not the jewelry for the first time it is used by the people of royal peoples, but it was in practice right from the beginning. It was practiced right from the beginning. And just a second. It is practiced just from the beginning. So with that note, I think we have given you the short description about the jewelry, the use of jewelry, the importance of jewelry in our life. And the importance and any importance is more evident, more prominent if it is recorded. And you know, it's a lovely surprise and lovely gift to us, the humankind, by our rishis, the saints, those who have composed Rig Vedas, Samved, Atharved, Puranic descriptions are there, Ramayanas are there, different kind of texts are there. So everywhere it is the bhushanas are, abhushanas are, avaran are, the jewelry ornament are described, and I have given you the few names about those things. Those uh, I have named something which was, so what kind of, then it travels. Then we have material literary evidence, we have the material relics. Material relics, if we see, then we have the right from the Indus. Before that, I have said that if you go to any rock cut rock art painting, if you see, if it is a architect, if they are a hunter, then you will see that in their neck there is a har. If you see, they have the bajuban. If you see in the wrist, they are wearing some kind of ornament. So these are there. These are there. It is not new. It means the people right from the beginning, right from the beginning of their transformation from monkey to man, they are using it, and it is not new. So, but within this, they have been they have been uh, experimenting and using the new things. And some collection we have, before, in when we the India got independence from this British rule, the we have more than 600 princely state, and the small states, estates, states, छोटे जमींदार, छोटा small zamindars were there. They too have their very good collection of jewelry in their, but everywhere it is not recorded. So everywhere it is not recorded. But fortunately, this evening we are talking about the Nizam's collection, the small part of the Nizam's collection. We are not going to talk about the every part, so huge collection, but the collection which was acquired by the government of India, by the Nizam, on throwaway price, 217 crore, 217 crore, 217 crores, and plus minus rupees. Those I'm just giving example from that. Beside that, they have more jewelry, more worth. But these jewelries were the important and very you can say part of the history, because every jewelry is named is named and also identified. And it is not done by the any scholar of the contemporary world. It is done by Nizam himself. So before that, we will enter in that. So few slides, Kailash ji, if you help me, so we'll roll out with the few slides. Second slide, we can go with the second slide. Hello, second, skip it. Next. Yeah, okay. This is the one of the finest jewelry of the Nizam. It is the finest jewelry. So just I'm giving you, and it is a head. It is used in the head, used in turban or the safas. It was used full of gems. It is nothing else other than the gems. The basic material, of course, is metal, but full of gems. It is with the manik. You have the panna, you have the sapphire, you have the you have the diamonds. So if Nizam's jewelry, the specialty of Nizam's jewelry is that none of their object is without hira, that is a diamond, or panna. Exceptions are always there, but profusely they have used diamond, because they are the ruler of the Deccan, and Hyderabad is a seat, and Hyderabad is situated near Bijapur, which was the old kingdom of the Sultanate period. Bijapur mines, that is famous for the diamond mining. So they have the word, and they have a tradition in their court. If anybody will come to see the ruler, they have to give the nazar or nazrana, and in nazrana will come in the form of jewelry or the ornament. So this is what exactly Nizam wear. So it is the first. So I have seen it is the crown. If you are wearing it, you are the Nizam. You are the royal person. Not royal person, not family. It is a Nizam you are wearing that. Can we go for the next one? Next slide, please. Hello. Next slide, please. Yes, 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 yes. So here you can see it is a Chand or Tara, the half moon and the star is there, studded with the diamonds. A full cut and uncut diamonds are used in that. It is a sparkling. If you have seen the exhibition, which is curated by me and my team in the National Museum in the last year. So if you have been there in the National Museum, you might have seen the grandeur, the its light, its a brightness, its a magnificent power which it is conveying without explaining itself. And the you can just imagine who have used it, how powerful they were. Not only powerful, the taste of those people can be seen in that ornament. That is also it is used as head ornaments or headgear ornaments. Next please. Next please. Next. Well, I will explain you later. It is a part of my exhibition, our exhibition, which we have hold in the National Museum. So it is a, you can just guess, it is the world's finest diamond, biggest, one of the biggest diamond, and one of the priciest diamond of the world. And you know, it is known as uh, Jacob diamond. Commonly, it is known as Jacob diamond. When I will go, when we will enter in the this section of this evening's talk, then I will explain it. And it is very many interesting stories are there with it. So next, please. Next, please. Next, please. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a see the vice president came to see our exhibition, and we are in the royal portrait gallery of the Nizams, and you can see in the background you have the royal Nizams are there, and as a curator I am receiving His Excellency the Vice President of India, Sahab. Next, 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 please. Yes. So I have already explained you India is a home to one of the most exquisite jewelry tradition of the world and has occupied a significant place in adornment since ancient times. I have explained you. It has evolved over times to accommodate different periods, styles, and preferences, and also witnessed significant proliferation of multiple styles owing to regional variation and availability of materials. So I have given you the background. So next, and here you I can give you, though it is a part of my book, part of my book. Next picture, if you see. So here just we have a artistic impression is there, and see from top to bottom you can count how many ornaments or jewelry she is wearing. Every part of the body is full of the jewelry and the ornaments. So, and what is known in different places, it is not only few names of regional variations. There are regional variation and regional names, but you can see just my intention in this evening is to make you know that the body of a person is adorned with jewelry, and no part of the body is left without any jewelry. Next, please. Next, please. Next, please. Yes. So, as India was a major center of finding gems and metals, it held the title of gem capital of the world. Sone ki chiriya. It was known as the Sone ki chiriya, the bird of the golden bird, for thousands of years, and that is why the Europeans came here to see right from the Sikandar to the British. So everybody in the search of gem and jewelry, they have came to us, and sometimes we have very bad experience. Sometimes we have fight with them. Sometimes they ruled over us, but they came only with one lust, that is finding the gem and gems and the minerals. So we have, however, across the explained jewelry tradition of India, the jewels of the Maharajas have occupied a singular most important place. The various kingdoms and princely states like Jaipur, Hyderabad, Patiala, Udaipur, etc., commissioned and held priceless collection of jewels which are famed even today. These royal patrons promoted different styles. So the different styles influenced by their performance. So again, you have the I'm giving you just background of that. Since much of the royal jewelry collection have remained restricted to those who had access to the royal families and their assets, the ornaments that have been public eye are a minuscule percentage of the extensive wealth of the country. A part of the Nizam jewelry collection acquired by the government of India provides a glimpse into the grandeur of this legacy of jewels. History of jewelry tradition, I have already explained it. Here we have the archaeological I have cited the archaeological things. Looking through the lens of history, among the earliest civilization of the world, the Indus Saraswati Valley civilization or Harappan civilization of the Indian subcontinent is a foremost example of the invention and evolution of jewelry and its techniques. The discovery of extensive collection of ornaments throw lights on the role of jewelry and the need for adornment in the lives of the people. From the excavation at the Indus Saraswati Valley civilization, the archaeologists have unearthed beads of variety of shapes and forms, implying that the beads were perhaps favorite for the personal adornment. The Harappan gold and agate jewelry is an exquisite example of the intricacy of the craft and the advanced knowledge of the tools and techniques of the society. Here the jewelry pieces were strung together as necklace, bracelets, girdles, and were made in faience, shells, steatite, carnelian, silver, and gold. The coming together of such a wide variety of materials in the jewelry form is an evidence of an surmountable skill paired with the interesting sense of aesthetic that was gradually coming into existence. The archaeological discovery of the jewelry at the Mount or of Sirkap in Taxila also offers itself as interesting in interest discovery of jewelry of a Mount of Sirkap in Taxila also offer itself an interesting example to study the intricate technique and infusion of symbolism within the design. Although jewelry lacks material evidence of continuous evolution, one must understand that not only the tangible ornaments but the representation of jewelry visible in the visual art tradition, these sculptures and paintings, etc., it speaks in volumes about the importance of the jewelry tradition and offers a trajectory of its gradual refinement. Some styles or elements are widely celebrated and are spread across the country, like the Navratna 9 gems style and the temple jewelry. The literary and visual evidences shows that distinguished patrons also promoted different style, which led in to connection of specific techniques or styles in different areas of the country. like Meenakari or enameling of Jaipur and Delhi, Lak jewelry of Rajasthan, Jorao style jewelry, or design in antique gold popular in southern India. Can you roll next slide, please? Yeah. So we have understood. So I'm giving you a glimpse of a picture, which is a part. Next please, next please, next please. Yeah, next. We have explained it. I have explained it. Please next. Yeah. So yeah, it is a glimpse of inauguration of our jewelry gallery, Nizam's jewelry exhibition, by the then honorable culture minister, Dr. Mahesh Sharma ji. And you can see that Dr. Mahesh Sharma ji, and with him the secretary and our director general, Dr. Mani, who has excavated the Ajodhya, and the Supreme Court uphold his findings, the finding place of the Sri Ram Janmabhoomi. So next please. So as a curator, I was explaining the our show, as to how which way we have displayed our art objects, that is a jewelry, belongs to the Nizam collection. Next please. So just a glimpse I am giving you. The next please. Well, so it is just one piece of that collection, and here you can see the pearls, the diamonds, the panna, then you have the stud and different kind of you can see these diamonds. You have the rounded, well cut, half finished. So different kind of finished diamonds are used, and and tied with in a string of the made out of golden threads. So here you can see just an example, just an example. You can see the grandeur of the Nizam's jewelry. What kind of, and every piece. Please remember, every piece of this necklace is not only the finest gem of the world, but if you can go with the price, one piece, one jeweler, the jewelers Institute of Jewelry, Gem and Jewelry Hyderabad came to see the museum, see the exhibition, and with the jewelers of the Delhi, and they said in the group that if we put one single piece, the entire Delhi doesn't have jewelers of entire Delhi, be the Tanisk, be or any whatever the name, Kalyan, etc., etc. They don't have. If they put and together all their collection, it will be the unparalleled. It cannot be purchased by those jewelry. You can see it, and that is why I have given you specifically. It is a personal experience, which is if you see it, then you can feel it, what kind of jewelry you have in the collection. Next please. Next please. So I have just said you that the technique, the styles, designs are varying in different part of the country. So it is a ear ornament called jhumka, and here you have the you can see the design is different what you will see in the temple ornaments, or whatever you see in the sculptures. It is a bit different because the style and design is made for a purpose to satisfy the queries and the interest of a particular royalty. Here is the jhumka, and you can see it is a part of our exhibition, and you can see the grandeur of this jhumka, a pair of jhumka. Next please. Next please. Thank you. So it is also a showcase. It is also a showcase where we have put the jhumka, har, and the bazuband. And just a minute, I'm giving you the glimpse so that my good friend Dr. Nizamuddin Tahir, who was the director in the Archaeological Survey of India, has said that he missed when he came to see the display. He missed that they for some reason the museum was closed. He was not able to see, and many of our friends who was living in the abroad has also said the similar views. We wanted to see, and they cannot saw it in context or in the display. So we have made this display for just giving you the before entering the subject of the Nizams. Just giving you the glimpse. So I'm making your mind. I'm preparing your mental setup. You are entering in a section where the grandeur is there, where the jewelry of Nizams, the greatness of Nizam is being shown. Next, please. Next, please. Again, so you can see here the serpage and these two tavis are kindly reminded. These two tavis are very important in the history. It has a historical background. It is between it transferred from Tipu Sultan to Hyderabad. How it came, Tipu was fighting against the Britishers, and the Nizams of the Hyderabad were supporting the Britishers, and somehow Tipu was defeated, and there was agreement was done. The treaties have been happened, and within the treaties these two pannas have been given to the Nizams. Next please, next please, next please. Just I'm giving the glimpse. Next please. Yeah, it's again it is a showcase. uh, um, so again you can see the one of the showcase. You can see the showcases, how we have displayed it, though because there was no light. So without light, yeah, this jewelry have been captured by the camera lenses. We have not allowed any light to take photographs. So whatever the light was available, and we have the dim light. So these objects, what my intention as a curator was to show that these objects, these jewelry, these ornament should speak by themselves. They should explain. They should know. There should be no guide to explain it. The grandeur should be explained by the object itself. What is the importance and the beauty of the Nizam's jewelry collection? And you can see the without light, in the showcases, a small we have led very dim light used, and it was captured in the by the lens, and you can see despite all odds it is a brighten like anything. It is anything. So here is just a glimpse of the ornaments of different kind. So next please, next please. Roll 2. Yeah. Here again it is a showcase, and you have a LED light. We have used a small LED light. You can see open the top, and we are giving the focus. Here is the you have the different kind of ornaments we have displayed here. Here in the left we have displayed the serpage, and on the top you have the buttons. Here is the necklace. Here we have the bazu band, and again here is the kamar band, and what we call it belt, and full of jewels and diamonds, and studded in the gold base material. Next please, next please, next please. Again showcase. Again you can skip it. Just I'm just giving you, I have explained your good audience that you see the lights, or light is important in display, color is important in display, uh, beside the importance of the objects. So light and colors and the base materials are the background material only to enhance the value and beauty of the object. That is why we have used different kind of materials to highlight it, and we have used minimum light for that. And you can see despite minimum light, The background we have black, the anvil or the cushion is maroon, and the strings are made of the golden things, and we have displayed it. And here you have just show of a showcase. Next please. Next please, please. Next, 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 next please, next, next. Yes, yeah. So it is also a display, and it is a kamarband or belt. Here, every part of this belt is studded. Every part is studded with gems and diamond, particularly. And that you and the weight, you I cannot for certain security reasons I cannot give you the weight of this object, but you cannot hold, you have to make effort to hold it, and that is only diamond. One single piece is of diamond, single piece. Even we have the different kind of the even the particles of the diamonds are no is a priceless, where it is full of diamond. And the weight, I am you can guess the weight of the you have to make effort to hold it, so you can guess how much diamonds were used to make the belt. And the bucklers you can see. And the you see the importance is that these artists who have the artisans, the jeweler who has made it, has also kept in their mind the Indian symbols, that is a lotus, auspicious, and you can say both the way the lotus is there. So you can feel it, the grandeur. So how it is a mixture of tradition, thought, and the presentation, the display, and all together it make a grandeur display. It shows the showmanship of and it is that is why they are royal. They are not the common people who used it. Next please. Next please. Next please. Again it's a diamond, and this time we have, and this time we have put it revolving it. And whenever the small ray of the light was giving it sparks like anything. If you have seen the gallery, so if Dr. Taher is there, who is listening this my this evening's talk, he might feel it, that how we have displayed it. Next please. Next please. Yes, now we are entering in the domain of the Nizams. Here is the gallery. Here you can see the I am explaining a group of person, and one person is wearing the achkan and Turki topi, and he is the great son of last Nizam, and known as Nizam Nazaf Ali Khan. Nizam Nazaf Ali Khan, he was kind enough to visit with family. He came with a charter plane, make a plan with the family, and visited this gallery. And he was mesmerized with his own ancestors' glorious past and the assets. And here it is a Nizam's portrait gallery, and I'm sitting just behind the portraits, and they were facing me. And he you can see here in the next left of the Nizam Nazaf Ali Khan Sahab, you have the chief of the this Nizamuddin Aulia Dargah, and they have their relationship and different persons. So please, next please. Next please. Next please. Yes. Next. Yes, this before that first. Yeah, please, please. So we are just in front of last Nizam, and his grandson is with him, and the Director General, Dr. Mani, the then Director General, Dr. Mani, B.R. Mani Saab was there, and he is his family members and relatives. So you can see that how you feel it, how it connects. And any if you display anything, if it doesn't connect, it means you have failed. And we are fortunate enough that we have connected. And you know that I will show you. I don't think I have put it. Uh, uh, at least 10 royalty of the world, royal family has royal family of the world was kind enough to visit this show. And out of them, the best collection of the jewelry museum, jewelry, there is a jewelry museum in Qatar. The prince of the Qatar also came here and have seen, and he was with the what is sweating. He was when he saw this exhibition, he was sweating. And he said, is it, it's full of that, is every piece is like that. So he was so he was a kind of we can, so he was a a kind of hysteria was there with him when he saw this grand exhibition, which is known as Nizam's jewelry collection. Nizam jewelry. Next please. Next please. Just I'm giving you the background key how we connect. And this is why Nizam's jewelry is important, why Nizam's jewelry is important to be explained. So this is a, well, this is our small team. Small team. We have our dear associates and their Nizam's family. He is the grandson of the Nizam. If you see the left, a small boy, a young boy, is wearing the same kind of turkey topi. He too is very young boy, and he was in the tears when he saw his ancestors' assets. And here you can see that charm being shown in that our team and their relatives. So these are also memory. These are the memories which it is not only connected. If you see the Indus Saraswati Valley civilizations objects, it also gives you the same kind of feeling that belongingness is there. It is R. So this is definitely, this sense is not only that it is this collection was being of that royalty, but we have also the feeling that is it is ours. With that background, we are we sorry, we may enter next slide please. Next slide please. Okay, you can escape it. So we are preparing to receive some VVIP. Yes. Here VVIPs have come. Honorable Vice President of India with his wife and his son somewhere behind, and our secretary is there. So we have received him, and he was within the session was on, and he came. Next please. Next please. Next please. He came when session was on, and to see the exhibition, and he says, he friend, don't tell about me the Nizams, don't tell about the Deccan, please tell about the jewelry which is displayed here. And I have the opportunity to explain few of that, so you can see it. Next next Next, you can escape these things. You can escape. You can escape. Here, please come next. So I have explained. We have explained them, and here we have the chat. Then he has many questions in his mind, and we are explaining his query. We are satisfying his queries, what he has in his mind. So how? So I am giving you. I have just make up to this. Though time is running, but we have given you the background. Just a hold. Can you hold for a second? So, अभी मैं काम कर रहा हूँ. Sorry, sorry, sorry. माफ करेंगे. Somebody has given the bill. So next slide, please. Next slide. Next slide. Next slide, please. Kailash ji, next slide, please. Yeah. Now, before we enter into the jewelry section, I have given you the background as to how and what was the atmosphere, the environment we have created, and how it has charmed the people, VVI people like Vice President and the Prince of Qatar and the Prince of the grandson of the Nizams. So many others, Princess of Thailand, from Princess of Thailand, from Nepal. Many people were there. I mean, 7, 8 countries heads and their wives were there, and many ministers. I don't count how many ministers have come to see that. So the Nizams. Across the long jewelry tradition of the India, the jewels of the Maharajas have retained a pivotal importance. The lives of the royalty were intricately linked to the jewelry and craftsmanship of the land. The royals were often loyal patrons of the jewelry, both for personal use and as a donation or gifts to temples and for those favored by the rulers. Next, please. In the fabulous world of Indian jewels and royal repositories, the Nizam's jewelry holds a premier place and is among the most priceless collection of the world. Equivalent or even superior to the European and British crown jewels, the jewelry of the Nizams has an intriguing history. The Nizams of the Asaf Jahi dynasty held the administration of the Deccan during the rule of the Mughal dynasty and declared themselves as independent rulers of the state of Hyderabad after the demise of the Mughal Empire and the rise of the British colonial rule. The spectacular arts and crafts, the splendid of monuments, and the rich literary tradition that flourished under the patronage of the Nizams flourished under the patronage of the Nizams, apprise us of the glorious past of the Deccan Empire. The well-recorded genealogy of the Nizams of the Hyderabad offers a gateway to understand their persona and family history. Here you can we have tried to give you the background of the Nizams. So who was the Nizams? First, Asaf Jahi dynasty of Deccan. Nizams are known as the Asaf Jahis. And why it is named, the name has given. So they have altogether 7 Asaf Jahi rulers. And the first who ruled, that Mir Kamaruddin, that is 1724-1748 AD. No, it is a CE, not AD, CE. Mir Kamaruddin, a general of the Turkish descent, was a founder of the Asaf Jahi dynasty of Deccan. The Asaf Jahi dynasty ruled the Deccan and the princely state of Hyderabad from 724 to 1948. Mir Kamaruddin Chin Khiliz Khan, title given by Aurangzeb. Kamaruddin means Chin Khiliz Khan, the title given by traced his descent on his father side to Abu Bakr, the first Khalifa of Islam. On his mother's side, he is believed to have descended from the Prophet himself. Processing such an illustrious lineage and ancestry, he has also one of the strongest personality who emerged during the chaotic times following Aurangzeb's death. In 1713, the Mughal Emperor Farrukhsiyar bestowed the title Nizamul Mulk Fateh Zang of the regulator of the realm upon him. Asaf Jah I single-handedly instituted the title of Nizam, which is become the dynastic title of all the successive ruler of the state Hyderabad ever since. So the Kamruddin was the first ruler. Then we have the Nizam Ali Khan. He ruled 1762 to 1803. Nizam Ali Khan, the fourth son of the Mir Kamruddin, Asaf Jah. So I believe that you can I have putting it to you, and we can skip the genealogy, if you permit me. So we can skip it because it will be for if it is on YouTube and Facebook, anybody can see it. So I am not going to explain the things, so we can skip it. So we'll direct come to last. We are coming to Asif Jah 7. 7, we are coming to Asif Jah 7. So that is very important. Yes, yes, Mir Usman Ali Khan sir. So he's the last Nizam of the Asaf Jahi, or king of the ruler of the Deccan. Mir Usman Ali Khan was proclaimed the seventh Nizams. Nizam Mir Usman Ali Khan was 25 years old when he ascended the Masnad of Hyderabad. He came to the rule of domain covering 82,690 square miles. The initial years of Usman's reign was him behaving as an autocratic ruler, concentrating all the powers to himself. He even got rid of advisors. He leading Peskar, Maharajas, Prasad also fell out in favor with the Nizam. So this is the ruler. This is the last Asaf Jahi Nizam. You know the history. I don't want to go into the history, how he was not willing to be the part of the India, but Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel forced him to be the part of the India, and as to how he is the uh, this Nizam Shahi is the part of modern India. But see, it is not one part. History also history sometimes suppress the other part. But these Nizams will always rise to central seat, always royal to the central seat. When the Britishers were there, they were in favor of the Britishers. They supported the Britishers. They funded the Britishers during the First World War and Second World War. Again, when the we in the after independence, when we have the China war, they have donated China and Pakistan war. They have donated thousands thousands billions of rupees in terms of money and the jewelry, gold. So if the personality, what why I have saying you, why I have stopped on the Asaf Jah 7th, because the history of the country often describes him as a traitor, or or the offender, or opponent of Indian federal system. But at the same time, they have the great heart, and they have given many things to the government and the public. They have made many architecture. They have made many palaces, many donations are there. So and if you see the history of BHU, there is how true it is, I don't know, but it is a legendary legend, that people say that once Madan Mohan Malviya Sahab went to this Mir Usman Ali Khan, and he was very miser. He was very conjuice miser. He was not willing to give anything in the name to Madan Mohan Malviya ji. So one day he said, "Ye juta le jao, take away the shoe." And the Madan Mohan Malviya ji took his shoe and came to the this Charminar, and see ki Nawab is going to so he is a so pitiable condition. He cannot even repair his shoe. The shoe was in like many required many mendings. So people, if you want to save the prestige of the Nizam, so you can buy this, you mend it, this Sue and give it back to the Nizams. This is a story. It is how correct it is not. I am not supplementing it, but what we hear right from the beginning, that is also there. So they and I will explain you in the next slide, which is definitely see what is the value of a Sue and the wealth for the Nizams. Next please. Next please. Next please. Yes, we can skip, and we have title the Nizam's jewelry. Yes, yeah, please, beast. So this is the background of the Nizams. We have the 7 Nizams. We know that when it was established, and what was the last, 1948 was the last time of the Nizam, 7th Nizam, and they have the many things in their collection. In 1972, the famed collection of Nizam's jewelry cows. Now we are entering this real subject, and I will explain few objects and show you few more objects, so that you can see the grandeur of the Nizam's jewelry. So in 1973, the famed collection of the Nizam's jewelry caused quite a stir, as the jewels of almost a mythical reputation were offered for sale for the to the government of India, and a part of the collection was bought after a prolonged a period of 23 years, thus preventing their way into other countries and preserving piece of our valuable heritage. The jewels now is in custody of government of India, form part of the 54 exclusive trust formed by the 7th Nizam Usman Ali Khan. However, the monetary value of this precious legacy is difficult to calculate, owing to its historical and cultural value, representing some of the finest jewels found in the Indian subcontinent. The collection is symbolic of our national heritage and pride. It includes the famous Jacob diamond, which is the fifth largest diamond of the world, along with other prized collection of precious stones. Jewelry includes turban ornaments, neck ornaments, earrings, bracelets, belts, couplings, buttons, and anklets made of precious gems like rubies, emeralds, diamonds, and pearls. Next, please. Next, please. Next, sale and acquisition, please. Yeah. Soon after India's independence, the 7th Nizam, that is why we have stuck on the 7th Nizam, Mir Usman Ali Sahab. So Nizam Mir Usman Ali Khan created over 54 trusts. 54 trusts he made. That jewels now is custody of the government of India, formed part of those exclusive trusts in March 1951, and it was known as His Excellency Highness the Nizam's Jewellery Trust. HEH, the Nizam's Jewellery Trust, was created, incorporating 103 items, including state regalia. Can you believe it? You can just think the state regalia, Raj Chinna. So state regalia, and in February 1952, another HEH, the Nizam Supplemented Jewellery Trust, which included 144 items, was formed. A clause in the trust states that the jewels mentioned in each trust could only be sold after Usman Ali Khan and his eldest son Azam Jah's death. After their demise, the family decided to disclose these trusts and sell the jewels. In 1972, negotiations began between the government of India and the family for the sale of the priceless heritage. 23 years and several court cases late in 1995, the Indian government finally acquired 173 exceptional pieces for a sum of rupees 217 crores 80 lakhs 89,128 throwaway price. The world market was giving them the billions in trillions of dollars. But the prolonged the terms of this trust were like that. It will be sold, but the intervention was government was made in that. And I am fortunate that when I joined in the National Museum, after passing my Institute of Archaeology, post-graduation diploma in archaeology from Institute of Archaeology, I had a chance to work with the National Museum. Since then I am working with the rest. And the then Director General was the LP Sihare, late LP Sihare, Lakshmi Pati Sihare. And when he came to know my background, and that time my articles were published in the Times of India, in different Times of India and Indian Express, on certain things, particularly jewelry, ornaments in the Indian sculptures. So he asked me, Ki, why not you work with this project? Then I said, sir, I don't know I don't know the Arabic and Persian. Kakano, you have not to learn the Arabic and Persian. You have to find out the references. Dr. Nasim Akhtar, he was the curator, retired from the National Museum. So I worked with him, Dr. Nasim Akhtar, and in association with late LP Sihari Sahab. And LPCRA Sahab has this opportunity. So I am one of the person. Why somebody asked Director General, ki why Sanjib Kumar Singh is made curator of the Nizam Jewellery. Then he was very simple answer on the basis of record. He said that right from the beginning, when it was being acquired, the court case was going in the Supreme Court, arbitration was there, he was attached with that. Not only that, the two exhibitions were held before, and it's a third exhibition we hold in 1919. So he was associated with a different capacity. So he's the finest, he's the only person who can be the curator of the Nizam's jewelry. So government agreed. Secretary has okayed it. Secretary and honorable minister has okayed it, and I became the curator of that exhibition. So what were the? So I am personally I am connected with the object before it is acquired. Before it is acquired. So if this, if you have the background, this is, and I, as a student of archaeology and the history of art, so I have a sense of belongingness. I always, and I, why the entire team was always feeling that it is a priceless object, heritage of the country, must remain in the country, because it has to it has to narrate the history, it has to narrate the grandeur, it has to convey the meaning of the greatness of India, why it was great. So this collection must be the part of part of treasury of the people of the country, and we have the Republic of India. So this is how the 89,020 rupees, the actual value of the actual value of the precious legacy is difficult to calculate, as it was not only represents some of the finest jewel found in the Indian subcontinent, but also stand as a silent witness to the 200 years history of the Deccan. Next, please. Next, please. From their creation, next, please. From their creation of the acquisition of the government of India, the Nizam's jewel constituted a part of national heritage. Now, other ruler forms such as jewelry, no other ruler form such as jewelry trust, and this was a chance to acquire some of India's legendary riches. Thus, India became richer by the acquisition of large, invaluable, and irreplaceable collection of the historical jewels acquired after a series of courtroom debates and negotiation, and thus part of the framed jewelry collection of a unique and unparalleled blend to taste and craftsmanship become a part of the tangible cultural heritage of the country for the future generation. But I have explained you. And also I have told you as to how this when the Nizam, the grandson of the Nizam, last Nizam came to see, he was in tears. And when the Prince of Qatar came to us, and the royal member of the royal family of the Saudi Arabia, when came to us, and when they saw, they were not, because they have the lineage with the Prophet, Khalifa and or Khalifa. So they have a linkage with this Nizam family. So they were feeling that you people are the luckiest people to have this collection with you. Next, please. Next, please. Yeah. Well, so here I will explain 7 8 objects. I will give you the description about the 7 8 objects, which is a part. And what you guess, what is it? Is it a jewelry? Is it ornament? So if you see, yeah, it is a part of jewelry. It never became the ornament. Never became the ornament. It is a famous Jacob diamond. It is a famous Jacob diamond, which is valued by, as on today, single piece is more than 700 billions dollar. Won't believe? Nobody will believe, but if you Google it, you'll find its value, what is it is worth. Sotheby and the Christie and the famous auctioneer houses have, though they have not touched it, they have just seen through the mirrors, because the security is such. Despite that, it's a carats, its a value, its a cutting, its a importance make it unique in the world. And it is not the only the fifth or seventh largest diamond, but it is a well cut, well designed diamond, which is more than 700 crores, 700 करोड़ रुपये से ज्यादा का वैल्यू अभी मार्केट में इसका है. और नेक्स्ट प्लीज. So I can describe you it is known as the Imperial Jacob diamond, an over oval brilliant diamond. So and finding place is South Africa. No, it is not from India, though Bijapur, maximum of the diamonds you will find in the jewelry of the Nizams are from India, particularly Bijapur mines. But it is not from South Africa. The interesting, and I will tell you, this piece I have chosen, not only that it has a value, it has a price, it is important, it is a unique, but it is also important because it has a many stories are we associated with it. It was it is a it found in the South Africa, popularly dubbed in the Jacob diamond, also known as the Imperial, Great White, or the Victoria diamond, was discovered in the Kimberley mines of South Africa in the 19th century, originally weighing roughly 457.5 crates. And diamonds or any jewelry's value is known, weighed on the basis of the crates. 457.5 crates. The originally it was weighed. And polished to achieve the now seventh largest diamond of the world, and weighs approximately 184.50 crates. The diamond has an interesting history, and its acquisition by 6th Nizam of Mahbub Ali Pasha was not without much tumult. The jeweler Alexander Malcolm Jacob, a small jeweler, was there of Simla. He was negotiating to sell this jacket, and Nizam Ali Pasha was the buyer. So history is so long in that, and very interesting. If you see No, it is in published. I have published a article in Dainik Jagran that time. The legend and the history related with the Jacob. Beside the its value and the acquisition and its importance. So it's a largest of the world and weighs approximately 184.5 crates. The diamond has an interesting history, and its acquisition by the sixth Nizam Mahmud Ali Pasha was not without much tumult. The jeweler Alexander Jacob, after whom the stone is named, sold the stone to the Nizam, a deal which ended up in a criminal lawsuit and brought much political conflict to the doors of Mahbub Ali Pasha. Such was the conflict surrounding the diamond that Nizam is said to have acquired a distaste for the diamond, tossed it in a drawer wrapped in the old rag, and the Nizam Usman Ali Khan found it stated an old sleeper, and is said to have a drawer wrapped in a old rag, and the Nizam Usman Ali Khan used a diamond as a paperweight after getting affixed on a gold base. With such an illustrious history of the diamonds has now gained the reputation of mythical proportion and exists in multiple legends, owing its unmatched beauty and brilliance. A perfect combination of color, cut, and clarity, this diamond remains as one of the most priceless treasures of the world and Nizam's jewelry collection. Friend, the interesting part is that when we explain any object, when we see the object for the value, and you see, I have told you that this Jacob diamond, despite the one of the biggest, earlier it was the fifth, now it is the seventh great and biggest diamond of the world, and values you cannot price it, and the Nizams, Nizams used it as a paperweight. Not only paperweight, he kept it in the shoe. And the story is that when the court case was going, in the criminal case was mooted, it was in the Kolkata, and the Nizam was summoned by the Calcutta court to appear before the court, and he was so he felt insulted, and see कहा कि कितनी भी वैल्यू हो ये जूते के बराबर भी नहीं, और he put the Jacob diamond in the soup. तो so it is a say कि हमारे यहाँ जो है अकिंचन शब्द, we have a theory अकिंचन, we don't care for the value of the money, we value our prestige, our honor and dignity. That is why it is and also it has a very bad reputation whenever it comes, and it gave bad name to the beholders. So whoever have handled it have made very personal bad experience, whether it is my president who was the last curator last curator of the Nizam, Dr. Rita Devi Sharma. She also met an accident. She died unfortunately, untimely death. She fell from the train and she died. And it is everybody says that. And I also made some kind of accident to be explained later. So next masterpiece. Every piece is a masterpiece here, but next is you can see this object. Next piece is Sarpej Bachkani Almas Kamal wa Munni Jamrud. This is the Persian name. Gold turban ornament set with diamonds, emeralds, beads, and Kobcon rubies. Very interesting piece. This is this Sarpej is broad ornament which is used as a add-on to turban, is a symbolic of royalty and royal splendor, often worn for the ceremonial purpose. The Sarpej is a circular headband often set on the price gems befitting the wearers. The Sarpej Bachkani Almas Kamal wa Munni Jamrud especially is a truly the crowning jewel of the Nizam's collection. Crowning jewels of the Nizam collection. As the title suggests, it is intended to be owned by the child, Bachkani, suggesting that the ornament must be belong to a young prince of the Asif Jahis. An amalgamation of the northern and southern styles of the surface of gold is set in diamonds, emeralds, beads, and Kobokon rubies, which is large pear-shaped diamond in center, and oval diamond below it in the row, diamonds either side. The diamonds are decorated with the emeralds, finial beads on top, and have flat old cut diamond having from Kopcon rubies. So, if can we see the object? Yeah, this is here. It is explained. Can you zoom it? Can you zoom it? Can you zoom it? This object. Is it possible to expand zoom? Okay, no problem. So here you can see it is studied with the this object is studied with yes object. But that's fine. So this is here. It's a surface bachkani. The craftsman's craftsman is a such craftsmanship is such you will if you see by your own eye, then you will feel the grandeur, the grandness of this particular object. You will see the diamond, not only diamonds, pearls, and the emeralds, but the ruby. If you see exactly what I want to show you, if you see the on the top, Bachkani, in the head of uh, on the top, you have the bird. In the bird's um, uh, beak, it is holding a diamond drop, and the eyes are made out of ruby, and the ruby is small, very small, and the rarest and the single piece of the world. A single piece of the ruby, which is a small like the you mustard modern mustard seed, um, um, uh, no- uh, slightly bit bigger than that mustard seed, and it is the priceless object of the world. And every emerald and the diamonds used are well cut and uh, uh, described and assessed. The priceless, unmatchable collection. We don't have any matchable collection in the world. But exactly this piece of art is there. Next, please. Next, yeah. Next piece. Next piece. Next piece, yeah. Next piece. Next piece. That is a surface Khurd Jamrud. If you go, yeah, this is, yeah, exactly. सरपेज खुर्द जमरूद व कमल अलमास we can say gold turban ornaments set with the emeralds, diamonds, and emerald drops. And I don't want to go with the this one. I just want to say you these are the masterpieces of the collection. These turban ornaments is important because the turban ornament with a table cut emerald in the center, surrounded by the old cut diamonds. This surface is set in gold and is decorated with square, rectangular, round, and oval emeralds, matched for their color, luster, and purity along the emerald drops. Set in open back mounts, the jewels lend an eternal quality of this surface of a floral design which offers a confluence of Indian and European design standards. I have told you that the jewelry also gives us the clue to create history or understand history. The Nizams have the collection with the whom? Britishers. Definitely, their craftsmen, their jewelers are influenced or guided or influenced by the Europeans. So, if this object, which is offers a confluences of Indian and European design standards, the lush presence of the Colombian emeralds used in the ornaments are representative of the Nizam's fascination for the gem which makes up the large part of the jewel collection of the Nizam. This surpage especially is a marker of the splendor of the splendor and extravagant lifestyle of Asaf Jah is despite being only a singular example from the exquisite collection of the Nizam's jewelry. These individual pieces too, however, stand out owing the antiquity of the jewels and the crafts of the maker. So, so you can see the grandeur, emeralds, diamond, and that is a the fusion of European and Indian style, and it is used in such a great way, and it has a value in such a great way. Great, the price is such a high we cannot even imagine. Next, please. Next object, please. Next object, please. Well, object, please. Object. That is a kantha. Yeah, this one. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. 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 So we call it the kanthi almas kanwal. That is a gold necklace set with the diamonds. Gold necklace set with the diamonds. This mesmerizing necklace of gold set with the diamonds is among the foremost masterpieces of the collection of the Nizam jewelry and is a symbolic of the resplendent beauty of the collection. The necklace or kanthi is set with the diamonds in an intricate and delicate pattern with large circular and oval diamonds in the middle surrounded by the smaller diamonds and a pear-shaped diamond hanging from the middle. Sorry, in the middle to complete this European style piece, which is a reminder of the Victorian England fashion of jewelry. Friends, it is not only jewelry. The jewelry also conveys, it also gives us the clue to a relation or diffusion of two culture or set of mind, be it the craftsmanship or invention or experiment in jewelry making. The kanti is set within an open back mold to allow for an easy passage of light to illuminate the radiance of the diamonds used in the necklace. This technique is one of the among many skills of the Indian jewelry makers, whose ability to mold and manipulate gems of all shapes and size into seeming symmetrical patterns of unparalleled aesthetic beauty is manifest in this ornament. The seventh Nizam Mir Usman Ali Khan can be seen wearing this necklace in the rare photograph along with the famous Bruch Almas Chandra Noma Kamal set in his turban. It is not only the collection of the royalty, it was also used by the king, royal person himself. Can we move to another one, another piece? Next one. Next one, please. Yeah. Yes. Next piece. No, no. Yes. Whoa. This is if I will be allowed, if I will be allowed to say, I will see this single piece can buy the jewelry of the world for from exchange from single piece of the this jewelry. Entire jewelry of the world can be one side, and this piece of the ornament in one side will be weighed more heavier than those entire jewelry of the world. Why? Why I'm allowed to say like that? The technique, the diamond it is they have used. You know, everybody know. All of my audience is knowing the diamond is the hardest object to cut, and finishing of diamond is tough, very delicate, very technically it is a very uh, it needs control. It needs very uh, sophisticated handling, because it is hard. Any moment, any quantum of force can give different kind of shape. So while you will do that, so you have to be careful. So kindly see this object. Kindly see this object. The Kanti Dholna Almas Moti, the necklace of diamond beads struck with the pearls, is a unique necklace composing of 3 rows of pearls alternating the sizable diamond, sizable diamond, the diamonds in receipt, sizable diamonds, diamond beads strung together with the tabiz, shaped diamond in the centers, where the 57 diamonds beads together weigh almost 220 carats. The necklace is a dainty piece of unmatched beauty and is testament of fine workmanship of the makers, who managed to drill the diamond side to side with enough precision to preserve the shape of the gems and provide them with look floating in the air. Floating in the air. Such threaded diamonds with pearls were wrapped around turbans of royalty, and the present necklace is an example of the same, where gems have been threaded to create a necklace. Faceted diamonds, generally known as amulets, shaped as the were similar in the shape in the amulets worn as the ward against evil. Many values are there. Technologically, name and the against the evil. So it has many social implications are also there. Not only technical interesting things. And you know, to cut the diamond and to make a hole in the diamond, precisions. So it is a very tough, one of the toughest work of the jewelers. They can cut the diamond, but if you say any jeweler or those who craftsmen to drill it, drill it accurately, the way you want, they will surrender. They will say they own. I asked a jeweler, a team of a jewelers team came from Surat. When the first time we have displayed it, they came with the charter plan here, and they saw it and saying it is difficult. It is not a diamond. It can't be a diamond. Diamond cannot be drilled like this. Then the history, those who are working with the history, they have revealed. If it is it's a piece of 57 diamond pieces are there, so more than, and altogether it is a 220 crates. So it was more than 1,000 crates were what you wasted, broken. More than 1,000 carats pieces were broken while giving the drill. And as to how, and when they got the say, then it is known as the floating in the air, and it is believed that it will work against all the evils. So um, uh, this is how you can see the things. You can feel the grandeur, the greatness, the value, the asset, the uh, richness of Nizam's jewelry, which we have displayed it. Next, please. Next, please. Yes. Next, Kantha, please. Object, please. Yeah. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes. It is a Hasli. Parv Mai Abrina Jamrud. Jamrud means diamond. The gold necklace set with diamonds and emerald drops, emeralds on both sides. The Hasli Parab Mai Aviza, Zamrud of gold encasing, diamonds and decorated with the emeralds drops, carries the form of a circular collar and is an evolved from the Hasuli that is a traditionally worn in the north and northwestern regions of India and is a wholly collar pattern on all sides using changing techniques. This Hasli is in the form of a necklace which is set with gems in an open latticed design on one side and emerald with the red, green and white floral petals on the other side. This technique may mean a technique of minakari or emailing or the reverse is a popular practice employed in the making of Indian jewelry and consists of various styles owing the different regions where it is practiced like Jaipur, Delhi and Banaras. The Hasli Parab Mai Aviza Jamrud consists of 13 large cut diamonds set in gold in the Kundan styles and are surrounded by the smaller gems. The rear portion of the necklace and the clasps of the obverse are also set diamonds and rendered in minakari in green or gold. So such a delicate and eye-catching object we have in this collection, that is a Hasli Parab Mai Avija Jamrud. You have the emeralds, you have the diamonds, and the minakari work is also there. So minakari work is also there. So next, please. Next, please. Next. Next. Padak. Object, please. Yes, sir. Thank you. Padak Almas Kanwal, gold and silver pendant set with diamonds and rubies, emerald on reverse, and I have just shown one side. It has reverse also, full of. Here you can see the minakari. If you see the back part, you by mistakes I forgot to put both the things here while I was making the PPT. Sorry, because it was in TIFF and it was difficult for me to convert into a smaller size because I have to send it to for this so I'm sorry for that. But you can if you see the Nizam's book anywhere, any book, then you can find it there. The Padak Almas Kamal is a pendant which is a masterwork of the confluence of the multiple styles, making it impossible to place the style or origins of the ornament. The beautiful Padak made is in a flower head pattern is set with the large table cut diamond in the center surrounded by smaller diamonds. The design of enhanced by two parrots like birds perched upon the top of the pendant set with the diamonds and ruby beads. The claw setting uses a combined use of silver and gold to enhance the gems in contrast of the usual gold setting, while the observes or burst is adorned with the gems. The reverse is equally magnificent with the delicate pattern of red, green, white and blue minakari to highlight the floral motifs and details of the birds. The combination of the various enamels, colors and the uses of different metals to create the design makes the padak unique. Makes the padak a unique piece, which is a testament of the crafts of the jeweler who successfully incorporates the northern and southern Indian styles of the craft of the jewelry, who successfully incorporates the northern and southern Indian style jewelry making into a ornament of unrevival unrivaled aesthetic standards. Sorry. So this is the object, the Padak Almas Kamal you are seeing in front of you. You can see it. That is a wonderful piece, and it is one and only piece in the world. That is what every piece in this collection is one and only piece. It is not that style, but the making, the technique, the use of craftsmanship, the use of diamond, use of emerald, use of other materials are unique while making the objects. And how, and the more important is how it is used by the people, royalty. That is more important. Next, please. Next object, please. Next object, please. Next object, please. Next object, please. Next object. Object, please. Next. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Well, I have shown you in the I have shown it you to the beginning. I have the what we call the ambassador of the Nizam's collection, Nizam's jewelry. This is one of that. It is a Baglas Almas Kamal Patta Tilai gold belt set with diamonds. It is made of the gold chain, gold. Yeah. Very great. So one can see it. The Baglas Almas Kamal Patta Tilai is a magnificent belt with a lacy open work diamond set panel in the front of the board band, twisted gold wires in the back. The front panel is divided into three parts: an oval medallion set with the large diamond in the center and surrounded by the plethora of circular and oval gems. Lotus shaped sections. Sorry, lotus shaped section on either side of the medallion set of the outline with the diamond and extended bands of the both sides set with the gold colors, gold colored gems and smaller gems bordering the whole front panel. This belt made of gold consists of more than 245 major diamonds, undoubtedly from the mines of Golconda. The numerous smaller gems which are all set in on open back setting to allow the setting light through the gems. The design of outlined with a coiled gold wires which provide relief to the patterns and provide focus to the size, quality, and splendor of the diamonds while laying emphasis on the details of the piece, enhancing them. The belt is an exclusive piece of singular design which is an infusion of Indian and Western style, where the techniques of making jewelry are Western and design are Indian. And friend, so this is the description of the object. You can see it, and I am putting the things in public domain. And I have, if you recall, I have said that the object is as such, the belt is the weight of the object is as such, you have to make effort to hold it. A belt generally 50 gram, 100 gram, maximum 120 gram, 150 grams. More than that you cannot think about. But its weight is almost a kilo, 979 grams. 979 grams, and studded with the gold is there, studded with diamonds. So can you believe the royalty, the Nizam's collection, the wealth of the Nizams reflected through a single object, which is just a belt, and it gives us idea uh, that their richness, that their lust towards the gems and jewelry. So it is one of the finest object we can say. Next object, can you put the next object, please? Can you yeah, next object, next object, yeah, thank you. So this is again, it is a finest, one of the finest example. It is one of the finest example uh, of Nizam jewelry. It is a Torah pound, Jarawi, Alamas, Yakut, Jamrut, gold anklets with diamonds, rubies, and emeralds. Gold necklace set with diamonds, rubies, and emeralds. This set of anklets or Torah in snake-like design is made of gold and inlaid with precious gems like Golconda diamonds, Colombian emeralds, and Burmese rubies. The Torah was made of the worn tightly around the ankles, often accompanied by the other anklets or pajeb. The gems, the gems, sorry, the gems of this pair are set in an alternating pattern with rows of stones decorating the anklets on all sides, and the reverse carries a series of floral design in gold. A row of diamond is also used to border the pair of Torah on the top and the bottom. In the top and the bottom, the design of anklet is made of the multiple pieces of joined together, enhance the flexibility, ornaments for the ease of wearing. Flexibility is there, ease of wearing. The Torah pound Javri, Almas, Yakut, Jamrud, like the other treasures from the Nizam jewelry collection, represent one of the finest collection and craftsmanship of gems jewelry. The stones and carefully selection to match in size and purity to create sense of symmetry in the anklets. Now this is the description of that, technical description of that. But one thing which is being described, one thing I want to focus, that is its greatness. It's a technical, advanced image, jewelers, yeah, craftsman's imagination, how he has conceived, what he has conceived, and how he has implemented. And you know the weight of this object, पाजेब की वजन कितनी होंगी, एक पाँव में कितना आप पाजेब डाल सकते हैं, कितनी वजन के। मोटे मोटे हमारे ट्राइबल्स भाई लोग अभी भी पहनते हैं, मोटे मोटे, लेकिन हैलो होता है, भारी नहीं होता है। एंड इट इज, you'll surprise to note, it is a one piece is 790 grams. One piece is 790 grams, almost 800 grams. A kilo, 200 less than the kilo for one. So you can feel that how they have used it, and how they have used, what was the importance of this jewelry in their life. Next please, next please, next please, next please. Next please. Friends, I have given you the some few masterpieces. I have shown you the some masterpieces, and now we'll just run quickly. I just I am sorry, I have not checked it. That it is at almost 2 hours we have been talking. Uh, we have been talking for last 2 hours, but I don't want to uh, leave without showing you the few pieces. So we are quickly, so it's a you in front of you, you have the chand sitara, and it was turban ornaments. Next please. Next, please. Next, please. We Kailashi, we'll go speedily. So it is a sarpech. Sarpech means sir, which is tied in the hair. Sir means matha, and pech means bandhne ka. So you can tie it in the hair. So turban is known as the turban ornaments. Headgear, it is also known. Next, please. Next, please. Next, please. It is also a kind of turban headgear. This is also again turban ornament. Next, please. Next, please. See, ruby. Have you been seen this? Have you been seen this in the gallery when it was displayed? A single piece was attracting the people like anything. It has a great attraction. uh, a, m- God knows what is gravity, but it is a gravitational force value. It has attraction like great चुंबक को क्या बोलते हैं जो भी it was attracting people like anything. Ruby, diamonds, and studded with the other emeralds, etc. And the design are such a delicate. You can see it. It's a grandeur. Next, please. Great. Next, we'll just sum up. Sum up, sir. Sum up. Just you so. Just you so. So it is also it is used in the to in the fixed in the turban. So it's a turban ornaments. Next, please. Next. 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 Within second, it's a again turban. It is used by the ladies. It is again turban ornament. Again, it is a sarpech. Next. Next. It's a jhumka. It's a ear ornament. Next. Again, it's a one view. Another view. That again, it is a pendant. Next. Next, please. It's a toading. Toading. Yeah. Next, please. Or also used in the ear ornaments as the. It's a again earring. Ear ornaments. It's a nut. It's a nut. Again, it's a nut. Satlari har. It is seven laris and satlari har. Again, it is a necklace. Har. Har. It is har. It is also har. It's a bajuban. Here you have the emeralds. Panna. Full of panna. And unparalleled piece of the world. Unparalleled piece of the world. And see the sizes and the symmetry they have used. Your audience can see the symmetry, the placement of the these emeralds. पन्ना का जो रखा गया है गजब का है गजब. Next. Next, sir. Again, it's a European style necklace. Next. Next. Next, it's a har. It's a har. Okay. Again, it's a again necklace. So every piece is to be explained. Thousands of the words can be said about each object, but I'm just giving you the view. You can see that you have we have talked about many things, but these objects are itself. And if you are the viewer, if you are the human view of the world, you can feel that this heritage, these objects are yours, and the greatness is your the greatness of not of these objects. It is your greatness who can assess and feel proud of its position. It's the world's positions, it's public's positions, and it is the heritage for the humanity. Next, please. Roll it out, sir. Roll out. Roll. Again, sir. Necklace. 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 Next. Well, it is a beautiful piece. I want to I was in the mood to explain it in better way. This is the piece of emeralds. It has a history, how it has traveled from Russia to Nizams. It was the collection of the jar of the Russia, and it came to collection of the Nizams. There are many story to about it, but this much I can say you: the emerald, the panna, which is there in this piece, is unparalleled, unmatchable, and unprice. You cannot give it priceless object of the collection. Next, please, sir. Next, next. Bajuban, Bajuban. Next, next. Bajuban. Next. Float करते. ये नवरत्न. ये the navratnas. Again, it is a Bajuban, but it is you have 9 gems in that. Please, next. Again, Bajuban. Next, please. Well, this is also a wonderful piece. It is also a Bajuban, but the delicacy in it only can be assessed if you see by your open eye. The object is there, and object will tell you the story, how it was made, what is the importance of this object. So, emeralds, diamond, ruby, pearls, golden threads, etc. is there. Next, please. Next. It's a Bengal. It's a Bengal. Next. Again, Bengal. Base material is it's again Bajuban. Similar one I have shown you. It's a belt. It's a buckles. You can see. I will show you different kind of buckles of the belt. Another kind of buckle studded with another kind of buckle, and materials also, gems also. Sometimes ruby, sometimes emerald, sometimes here is emerald, sometimes ruby, sometimes diamond, sometimes other materials. Next, please. Another one. Last. Again is again kind of paji. Next is a Tora paji. Is a toading toading used in the to wear, जिसको बिछुआ बोलते हैं हम लोग. ये अंगूठी. This is a ring studded with a single piece diamond object. Again, this similar kind of ring. Again, it is a ring, emerald. It's a cufflinks, cufflinks and buttons. It's a button. It's a watch studded with the gems, full of gems. It is their pocket watch. Next. So thank you. Okay. This can you hold it here? This pass is before that. Yeah. I am indebted to the authority of the National Museum, particularly the then Director General, Dr. B.R. Mani Sahab, Buddha Rasmi Mani Sahab, who is my mentor, friend, and teacher also. He was the Director General. He has allowed me to be a curator of this, and handling, though I was handling the objects, all the 3 exhibitions, and I was associated with the research work also. So I'm thankful. But my small team was there. There was 2. One part is the curatorial team. One was the display team. One curatorial team. I had a wonderful team. I will mention here. That is why I'm here. I will mention name of the Khatibur Rahman. He is assistant curator in the manuscript department, and now he is heading the manuscript department. He has a wonderful skill to handle these objects. He was the person who can. He was assisting me like anything, more than our own brother. He was so close to us. Next, Komal Pandey is there. She has we she has undertook the research work, and she was while we put the exhibition, she went for an scholarship to British Museum, British Library, London. That time she was not there, but she has from there she was in our contact, and giving us the tips and her research inputs. And then we have the Najia Kamal. Najia Kamal. She's a assistant curator in the education department at the National Museum. See, so meticulous. This girl, this girl, this girl is. So whatever task we have given, she was. I was more than confident. I cannot. When one cannot leave the objects to anyone, but believe me, we are leaving everything to her. She was handling the objects. So because we are working with the different teams, so we don't have the time. And also a wonderful person we had, that Prem Kumar Nakta, the then director administration, as well as the in charge of the conservation laboratory. He has worked so he was working tirelessly, and he has the person who has given all support to display it. And I cannot forget to thank Sandeep Jain, layout artist, who has given a wonderful I gave him the insight. I have explained that how I want to display the things, and he is the master person. I see that he was the craftsman of this exhibition, who has technically knitted it and make the jewelry as a show. So a complete, if I compare the show and the jewelry, he was the master craftsmanship. So was the other person of the department, all the carpenters, all the lab people, those who are giving support to us, and the photographs, obviously, all the people. I am thankful to all, and thankful to the listener to this evening. Though despite I am suffering from heavy cold, but I am with you, and I definitely apologize if my sounds are not there, and I have forgotten to say something, because always my nose are choked. So I'm feeling pressure to express myself. I am thankful to Kailash ji, who has invited me to share my feelings. It is a sharing of feelings. It is not a lecture, it is not a talk, it is a share of feeling, how I felt this in this exhibition, while handling the exhibition and the objects. So thankful to all of you, and the great listener. You are the great audience who have been with us, and who will be at us for because it will be in the social domain, in the public platform, social media. So I am thankful to all. Yes, thank you very much.
So great work done, sir. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Is a very small word to. It's a very small gesture to, express. But we live in the world of supremacy and world of uh, saying thanks in everything. So I must have to say thank you. But with your running nose, choked throat, and everything, you have managed to talk, describe, and everybody could have realized the charm of you and your charm with the subject, because you were engaged with this project from the very beginning of its inception. By this I mean the exhibition of the Nizam's jewellery is in National Museum. So it was
I
a
Kailash ji, yes, just a second. You really you said a very nice thing. It was a small period. So I will like to quote the present Honorable Chief Minister of Orissa, Naveen Patnaik ji. One day he came with his family members in the gallery, and that time for every visitors is only limited to half an hour. You can be there in the gallery only for half an hour, not more than that. And then we have the sanitizing it, and again we are allowing the 50 people for the another 30 minutes. So while he was going out, somebody has requested कि time is going over. तो he said, I quote कि मुझे इस परी लोक से बाहर नहीं जाना है. I have not to leave this pari lok, the lok of the angels, because the pari ornaments are such a beautifully displayed. I don't want to go out of this gallery. So this is the word. This is the appreciation we are getting. This is not the promotion we are getting. This is the appreciation we got. That is a feeling of proud for us. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Very, very, very true. I agree. I'm in complete agreement. You know, the one piece, one ornament can have multiple. You know, the million and billion rupees, and that shows the power of it, and that shows uh, India's worth of keeping the costliest ornaments, of the world, and the power of Nizams, and the power of we Indians to retain those things for the democracy, for the common people. Now these ornaments are the property of the common men and women of India, not the men and women of India, men and women of the world. These are the objects of the world civilization, world humanity. They can come and see and can feel feel the feel how glorious our ancestors, our kings and queens were. So thank you, sir, so very much. Though it was a lengthy descriptive lecture, but it was well required, deserved lecture, because it has gone to the archives of folk brain, where people can come, see, interact, and can refer. So they can, without going to the gallery, they can have access to all the, the jewelries
This
that were
this is
displayed, or at least the
Kailash.
majority of the jewelries, the best
Kailash
chosen one.
Kailash, just a second. This jewelry, that this collection is displayed in 2000. Then it was in 2006. First it was displayed in 2000, then it was displayed in the 6, then 19. So you can see, and you cannot see this collection, you cannot see, nobody can see it. So you can see that first made, then we have the Ardha Kumbh, then the Purna Kumbh. If you go for that YouTube, my Aaj Tak has given this slogan. I have said in the Aaj Tak, and I have given the link in this, because link is not there. I will forward it to. I request all your audience, please go through Rang Tarang of the Delhi Doordarshan, Doordarshan National. So they have the live telecast of my interview, so they can also enjoy a different way. Yes.
So thank you, sir. Thank you so very much. Thank you, dear viewers, and thank you everybody whosoever have interacted. In all our channels, the Facebook, that YouTube, LinkedIn, and everywhere they will be there. They will be stored. You can always come, watch, learn, interact, because the scholar is available right in front of us. Is very active in the this world. Thank you, sir. Thank you so very much.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.